Good evening, students. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, Cushing reflex, right? If someone asks you what is Cushing reflex, you can say in just two lines that increase in intracranial pressure leads to bradycardia. So increase in intracranial pressure leading to bradycardia is Cushing reflex. But today we are going to understand the mechanism behind it. Why exactly the increase in intracranial pressure leads to bradycardia? It's an interesting mechanism. We will discuss it. Cushing reflex, right? Okay. Now, first of all, intracranial pressure increases, right? Now just visualize it, your cranium, right? Now it's a limited cavity, it can't expand. If intracranial pressure inside your cranial cavity increases, right? Of course, anything which is flowing inside will face significant obstruction, right? So your vasomotor center, it won't get enough blood, right? This is obvious. The pressure inside the cranium has increased, so your vasomotor center won't get enough blood, right? And if your vasomotor center is not getting enough blood, this obviously means that it won't get enough oxygen. Or in other words, we can say that the carbon dioxide will get accumulated inside vasomotor center along with H plus ion, right? Let's see. Intracranial pressure increases, so of course reduced blood supply. Reduced blood supply, right? Reduced blood supply means what is going to get accumulated over here? Huh? Reduced blood supply to vasomotor center. In short form, we are going to write it VMC. Reduced blood supply to vasomotor center. So what is going to accumulate inside vasomotor center? The carbon dioxide will get accumulated, right? The H plus ion will increase, right? And apart from that, the oxygen supply will get reduced, right? So all these three factors, right, when they combine, they produce a response, and we call that response CNS ischemic response. CNS ischemic response. Right? So when CNS ischemic response gets triggered, what it leads to? It leads to severe vasoconstriction all over the body, right? Severe vasoconstriction. It will lead to severe vasoconstriction all over the body. So severe vasoconstriction, what it will lead to? It will lead to increase in blood pressure. The blood pressure is going to increase, right? And when the blood pressure increases, it will be detected by whom? It will be detected by carotid bodies, right? Inside your arteries, you have got carotid bodies. There are some carotid bodies inside, right? And these carotid bodies will send signal via 9th and 10th cranial nerve. 9th and 10th cranial nerve to which structure? To NTS, nucleus tractus solitarius. In short form, I am writing NTS, right? Now, this NTS will send inhibitory signal to vasomotor center. Inhibitory signal to vasomotor center, but it will also send a stimulatory signal. stimulatory signal to vagal nuclei. Vagal. When vagus nucleus gets stimulated, since vagus is a parasympathetic nucleus, parasympathetic nerve, right? So if it gets stimulated, right, it will reduce the heart rate, right? It will reduce the heart rate. Okay? So if someone asks in 2 lines, what exactly is Cushing reflex? You will say, increase in intracranial pressure leads to reduction of heart rate, right? And if someone asks sequence, then it is intracranial pressure is going to increase, which will reduce the blood supply to the vasomotor center. These metabolites, CO2, H plus and oxygen, CO2 and H plus will get accumulated, oxygen will get reduced. This will lead to CNS ischemic response, which will further lead to severe vasoconstriction, which will further lead to increase in blood pressure, right? This increase in blood pressure will lead to increased firing rate in these 2 nerves, 9th and 10th cranial nerve, which is going to stimulate the nucleus tractus solitarius. This nucleus tractus solitarius is going to stimulate vagal nuclei, which will reduce the heart rate. Many examiners often ask that what exactly is triad of Cushing reflex, right? Now this increased intracranial pressure is going to press upon your respiratory centers, will press respiratory centers. And since it is going to press upon the respiratory centers, it will produce irregular respiration. Right? So, if an examiner asks what exactly is triad of Cushing reflex, then you will say this: irregular respiration, increase in blood pressure, and bradycardia. So triad of Cushing reflex is irregular respiration, increase in blood pressure, and bradycardia. Triad. Okay? So let's revise it once again. Cushing reflex, if someone asks in 2 lines, what you will say? Increase in intracranial pressure will lead to bradycardia. If someone asks what is triad of Cushing reflex, what you will say? It is irregular respiration, increase in blood pressure, and bradycardia. If someone asks, tell me the whole sequence of Cushing reflex, you will say increase in intracranial pressure. This will reduce the blood flow to the vasomotor center, leading to accumulation of H plus ion and CO2 and reduced blood supply of oxygen. This is going to trigger CNS ischemic response, right? Now once the CNS ischemic response gets triggered, there will be severe vasoconstriction in whole of the body, which is going to increase the blood pressure. This increased blood pressure will be detected by the carotid bodies, right? And this will lead to firing of the 9th and 10th cranial nerve, which is going to stimulate the nucleus tractus solitarius. This nucleus tractus solitarius will inhibit vasomotor center, but it is going to stimulate vagal nuclei, which will in turn reduce the heart rate. So increase in intracranial pressure, ultimately leading to reduction of the heart rate. So hopefully this video, this class helped you in understanding what exactly is Cushing reflex. Okay, wish you all the very best. Thank you.